The story begins in Auric Basin. I needed to find this guy in order to get a special item for a certain collection that I will talk about very soon. A bigger version of him actually. This species lurks in the fresh depth of the Maguma jungle, more specifically northeast of Eastwatch Waypoint. That I didn't know at the time, I just was at the right place at the wrong time. Now if you watch my old videos, I mean like 3, 4, 5 months ago, I don't remember really. You'll know that Echovold Wilds traumatized me with its multi-paths, giant trees. Good memories, right? Tangled depths. It not only has the same very not welcoming feel, but it also has not 2, not 3, but 4 map layers, meaning there is also a map underneath the map. You think I'm done? No, bugs are living within the 4th layer, making it even more unwelcoming, especially for me. I don't like bugs. Frog assassins? Yes, frogs. And if you dare think these guys are not a threat,
you are wrong.
Why am I not searching for this guy already? Well, he spawns during an event, so instead of doing absolutely nothing while waiting for him to just exist,
I will kill bugs.
To find, or more specifically, get the Protector of the Great Tree. Upon arriving at the ogre camp, people in the camp seemed pretty nervous. And to be honest, I totally understand that, especially when a giant legendary shack is about to emerge from the ground next to where you live. I came here to see Nocta, not this.
Now, welcome to Leyline Confluence.
Why am I here? It's not even the right place. Oh yeah, I forgot the reason I came here and waited for this wall to collapse, which, by the way, collapsed when I was AFK. I didn't even get to see it. After that, I came back to destroy Shack Lake Comms with the man I was searching.
Introducing Nocta, the tracker and member of Lagula's tribe.
He was in charge of finding a way to tame the Shack. Very courageous, man. Bro was good at giving orders, but not very good at fighting back. The Shacks were obviously mad at us for trying to break their nests. Anyways, so we still managed to break their nests. After helping Nocta, we had to wait for his very advanced, very superior, slow brain to activate his next move.
Damn, this guy's right there.
Nocta and his tracker group came back to their camp with shack eggs we gathered in the nest, but something was up. Another giant shack! Like I said before, Nocta's fighting skills are not as good as his charisma. While the ogres may not be the wisest race in Teria, they still managed to find that the shacks cannot be tamed. However, they found that they could still be turned against the Mordram. Lagula, the tribe's chief, gave us a mission.
Protect the ogres as they carry checks to the Mordram nest.
This will be their end. Escorting them was a pretty easy task. When we got to the top, we found ourselves facing a Mordram Breacher, creature of Mordramoth. Everything worked according to plan. The Shacks were fighting it, and us too. So, yeah, I killed them too and was giving the Protector of the Great Tree, which, did not conclude my collection because, because I still had to find the
legendary Vinetooth Prime.
It's a powerful creature hiding in its den in Auric Basin. It appears immediately after activating the 3 Eastwatch pylons during the Ruins of Eastwatch event. It will leave and the Vinetooth Prime event will fail if it is not defeated within the 10-minute limit, or when the Auric Basin Metas challenges start. So I basically have a tiny 10 minutes window to kill the boss, or...
Well, I will have to wait for the event to come back. And, I don't want that to happen.
Like I just said, I needed to activate the 3 East pylons. The energy released would then lure the creature, easier said than done. Yeah, cause I was alone at the first pylon. The Mordram Breacher that was preventing Sage Karin to activate it was being literally pumped. Some Mordrams were pumping a sort of weird energy that gave him a shield. To break that shield, I needed to kill the Mordrams, but due to my non-optimal solo conditioned Necromancer build, they would respawn as soon as I was done, making it a loop. After a couple cries for help, someone finally joined the battle, and we successfully broke the barrier and killed the breacher, and Sage Karin activated the first pylon. I then followed him, and he tried to activate the second pylon, while me and a Deadeye cleared the dinosaurs around him. He was performing his duty, as he repeatedly said every single time I got him up due to dinosaur playing a bit too hard, and he eventually finished performing his duty. Now we had only one final pylon to activate.
Third pylon.
As Sage finally performed his last duty here, the pylon, I decided to head to my prey's hideout, but he was already here. And our friend Karin, the beast, all his life energy, like he was nothing, like he was a little doll, he'd let him die and ran back to its cave. We will avenge your death, I promise you.
I am all that remains now. I must continue to do my duty.
We then ran after him, after the one that put an end to my friend's life. The one that would soon be dust in the wind. A spear right in the face for a starter. Then he one-shotted me. We were learning its pattern. I was looking at its health, thinking that 8 minutes was maybe not enough.
I was wrong.
You see, sometimes games crashes are unbalanced, but sometimes...
Wait, is he stuck?
Sometimes you get to benefit from not very glorious moments like this. If it wasn't for the boss to get stuck mid-air, honestly, I don't think it would have been possible. After defeating him, I was given the possibility to make an item that would grant me wisdom. The knowledge, the understanding, the cleverness, the clarity of the Raven Spirit. A great spirit of the wild, the embodiment of all ravens. I would become the Raven. This is the story of how I defeated death. This is the story of how I became a living spirit. And this is not an ordinary story, because I will change everything. Just look how long the video is, okay? This is my masterpiece. I've been cooking this for months. This is true PvE content I'm spoon feeding you right now. Not a guide, not build guides, not gold making techniques, no. And you will watch it. You will listen to my voice till the end of this video, because I will do something that no one did before. I will break the mists, and no one will stop me.
My name is Olaf Icebreaker. I was cursed to ever wander. My tribe got decimated by the sons of Svenir. They took me everything. They took my son. The shaman predicted visions. The raven. She revealed secrets of the mist. Our gifted universe. With thousands tiers. Parallel timelines. The only way for me to see my son again. Only the raven could answer my call. And here I am, bounding with it. So begins my tale of Nevermore.
Legendaries all have this one thing in common: crafting. It requires a lot of different materials that sometimes cost more than what you can afford, and this is just so evil! But wait, I'm not there yet. I'm level 23 in the Artificer crafting profession. But no worries. You see, just like every min-maxers out there, I've got my own special thing. Here it is.
GuildWars2Crafting.com.
This is objectively the best way to level up your crafting profession in the game. Prove me wrong, but I won't listen to you anyways, because I'm already halfway done. The way this works is that you need to buy materials, then combine them to discover specific crafting recipes. You do that until you reach level 500. It's that easy. After I had my Artificer leveled up all the way to level 500, I was now ready to open the box that was given to me as a reward for the Raven Branch achievement. This box contained an essence of natural protection and the recipe for the Raven Staff. Finally, I was able to start this wonderful collection, and surely it wouldn't cost 400 hours of my life. Wait, it totally will! Now watch this craft! You cannot possibly stay calm when each pieces which you need at least 100 of them cost more than your current outfit 16 times. Oh, and I failed to mention that some of these items can only be crafted once per day. What happened to me? Guys, I think I'm gonna die. I'm getting sidetracked again. If you're always out of gold and say things like,
Gold. How to make gold. Make fast gold. Why am I so poor? Send out.
I've got just the right thing for you: creativity. Now, the secret technique I'm about to show you right now is a technique that requires preparation, luck, charisma, and a bunch of bored players, but it shouldn't be very hard to find. You have to choose an item to sell, an item that no one really has, to make it a special item. And we all know that special items are worth a lot, right? I went to Nightguard Beach, searching for a certain Guard Muldoon. After helping him on his walkabout, he becomes a merchant for a short period of time, selling rare goods. You'll understand later. So I followed him and helped him during his own event. Once I was done, I was finally able to mass buy the item. Bombs. As much as I would like to say that the Guild Wars community is very nice and wouldn't hurt anyone, a bomb and a good seller, or a good seller that sells bombs, is what it took to change my perspective on our community. Like a fine eagle, I spotted my target, and lucky me, they were friends. I approached them and acted quickly to keep an emotional barrier. And all I had to do now is show them the product, negotiate the price, and let them test it, and that's plus 10 silver coins for me. Between you and me, this is not profitable at all. So I decided to step up the game and go to Lion's Arch, where surely I would find more than one player to sell to. Having found undoubtedly the best seller corner in LA, I had to post a message in the map chat to bring people here. Only 3 minutes later, a client showed up, asking for the special item. What items do you sell? Let me show you. I immediately responded. I then received another message from a potential client, which I immediately responded with bombs and very special drinks. A third customer showed up. I was also trying to convince the thief that I was not a bad guy and that was all just for money. I then tempted them with a free try. It did not work. Plus, I don't know why, but when I picked up the bomb, they were scared. Do I look that crazy? Another one came by and well, she died. But don't worry about it. I covered everything. No one knows about it. Well, now you know about it, so I guess I'll have to clean up. Now, this part of the video is not very well, listen. I'll try to make it as entertaining as possible, okay? Dragon Storm! Every day I run this event for gold. This is a super private 1v1 brother versus sister that rewards you with 2 gold and 6 memories of Arene, which you can usually sell for about 2.45 gold, making it a pretty good daily event. This time I got lucky enough to get this 16 gold drop. So yeah, more gold. A day later, one of my clients from the day before sent me a mail.
Give me my music.
Oh, yeah. So I kind of forgot to mention that Shu did not buy the bombs. No, he bought some of my not very good. I wouldn't recommend drinking this drink. Now it seems pretty addicted, so I'll send him some like, you know, like the good trader that I am. After doing all these gold making activities, I got enough gold to buy my spirit wood planks. Oh wait, I didn't tell you about Klun. He's a master artificer and he knows how to craft Nevermore, so I asked him a couple questions. First, I told him I was working on Nevermore. He then told me he was very happy to help me with that, and he told me to craft a basic staff requisition and precision staff woodworking tools before teaching me how to make superior staves. He wanted me to help him complete an order for the war front. He wanted 250 basic elder staves. I went to my crafting station and decided that I would buy everything on the trading post because it's way easier. I then handed over the elder staff staves to Klun. He wanted me to show him my crafting skills for crafting staff heads and staff shafts. Seriously, what is that, man? I gave him what he wanted, and he asked again to craft the other things for the staff. I did it and gave them to him. He then told me that he was useless now, and that from now on, it was up to me. Scholar Mussy. She is not a traditional merchant and has no vendor tab. However, she can help me if I help her. She was very fascinated by the ways in which we increase the power of our weaponry through applied magics. I have no idea what that is, okay? So just go look it up because I don't know. As soon as I told her I was working on Nevermore, she suddenly turned into a World of Warcraft quest NPC, giving me insanely atrocious material costly limitless quests. For the first one, she wanted 1,000 bandit crests, which luckily I already had in masses. She then asked me for 400 geodes that once again I already had. It wasn't planned, by the way, I swear. Then when I thought we could maybe get along, she asked for
100 obsidian shards.
Azuran, they never change, huh? I gave her the obsidian and now carcass shells. Really? And then I bought them all on the trading post because, no, I'm not going on that island. That's just creepy, the noise of the clicking, no, okay? After that, I gave her 25 ashen flowers and 25 stabilizing matrices, and that was the last time I ever talked to Mus. And then I got my achievement, and once again, I had to do things on my own. I then decided to talk to Grandmaster Craftsman Hobbs about Nevermore, and he sold the second tome to me, which concluded Nevermore 2, and gave me the expertise in rune staff crafting and the recipe for the Ravenwood staff, the precursor. For those who are not so familiar with legendary weapons in Guild Wars 2, for each weapon there is an ascended version of it, the version that will eventually become a legendary. I would have expected the precursor to be harder to craft. But yeah, I just bought everything from the trading post. By equipping the staff, I unlocked a new collection, and Grandmaster Hobbs sent me a mail. What a shy guy. Look at him. He's not even 20 meters away from me. Anyways, so, alright, Nevermore 3. If I told you I went to a metal concert in Guild Wars 2, would you believe me? I give you enough time to understand that this video is no normal Guild Wars 2 video. Today, we will rock that shit! Of course, as one of the most powerful heroes of Tyria, I was not there just to watch the show. No, I was there to make sure everyone watched the concert peacefully and that the equipment would stay shiny and untouched. Now, let's be real, this is a metal show. And if you know me enough, you know that I live for this. The show started out fine. The band introduced itself to the crowd, composed of Blood Legion, Iron Legion, and the other one, not important. Me and my security co-workers started a audience hype. And when you think about it, people should do that at Volbeat concerts. Anyways, we were jumping and the crowd really was in it. Some of them really were enraged by the every riffs the metal legend was delivering to us. Once again, we were making sure that everyone in the crowd liked the show as much as us by directly pointing them out, which worked surprisingly well if you ask me. For some reason, we needed to change their amps mid-concert. I really felt like we were all just one, and it felt great. Then the bassist jumped in the crowd. Now look at this guy. He couldn't keep his calm in front of his favorite band. The crowd was such a fire crowd that a fire elemental literally formed on stage. We then threw fireworks from the stage because I think the band was too poor to afford any technician. Tyria is both a physical and spiritual place, and its hills and forests are alive with ghosts, spirits, and other ethereal creatures. I needed to seek the spirit of the wild raven that haunted its hills and forests. I had to let it lead me on its path in my quest to attain the Raven Staff. The next step in my quest to attain Nevermore. 34 objectives in order to complete this new quest. Guys, that ain't good at all. Wayfarer Foothills. The place where people like me were born. Where they participated in their first great hunt. Next to their grand hub, Albrecht. I crafted a subtle spyglass to reveal the true nature of nearby ravens. And then I also crafted a spirit containment unit, which I would use to capture the wild raven spirit. The first spirit was located near the treasure chest deep within the shaman's rookery. So when you don't know about that place, it's kinda hard to find if you don't know how to read. I had to jump from rock to rock, trying not to make any physical contact with the ravens that would occasionally land on the rocks, while at the same time trying not to be knocked off the rock platform by those beastmen people. I was then facing a door guarded by two beastmen people that rapidly realized they were no match for a strong raven believer like me. The doors that were now wide open revealed a chest and a raven. I could feel his magic spirit. I then used my spyglass to reveal the spirit and it captured it in my spirit containment unit, Witchmire Swamp. This place hides a very special secret room in which there is a small puzzle that even after doing it at least 10 times, still breaks my brain every single time. I never know if I have to start with the left eye or the right eye, and then try to go for the right eye, then the left eye, or just the right eye again. Anyways, so I successfully opened the next door, revealing a second raven spirit. In my containment unit, there you go. So at some point there was this witch in the woods that kidnapped our kids with Pope and two chars. We put an end to this evil creature. Okay, the script is so bad. Okay. I then went into a fractal to capture a Raven spirit within the Ascalon War Memories of the Past. I needed to get into this place where I instantly got wrecked when entering it. Tristan. The Silvery asked me if I was up for a new experience. I mean, of course. Then he transformed me into a rabbit, and luckily that was the only way for me to get into this place to find the Raven. The next Raven was located in Ascalon, near the ruins of the Great Wall. After this, I had to get to Genderan Field. In the Ascalon Settlement. The Ascalon Settlement is a walled township within Genderan Field, situated between two hills. It is populated by descendants of humans who fled from Ascalon in 1072 after the Shard took over. While it is an old settlement, many of the residents still believe it's a temporary home in the hope they will one day return to Ascalon. And some residents that believe humanity are still the better race. The northern hill of the town holds ruins from an older Crichton settlement, as well as a memorial tomb of the unknown soldier. And this is exactly where we need to be, because at night there is a Raven. And not only a Raven, there is. While I was waiting for the sun to slowly come down, I decided to talk to the locals, and I stumbled upon a Grand Premium worship dude. A bit later, I was starting to think that maybe the Raven would never appear. Or would it? No signs. And just as I was about to lose it, the Raven showed up. And I captured it.
Okay, I'm not gonna show you everything because I'm gonna lose it, you're gonna lose it, everybody's gonna lose it, you're gonna quit the video, and I will have done this whole thing for nothing, okay? So, here's the edit. Since we are about 30 minutes in, I want to address the challenge that I gave myself before starting back in April. Craft Nevermore before the next patch, which is supposed to be releasing on June 3, 2025. For now, everything is good, calculated to avoid a very stressful moment. Talking about stressful moments, I elaborated a plan to become literally immortal. You know, I have to traverse the mist in a way no one ever attempted, except maybe Lord Orlan, the guy who literally found out you could actually go into the mists. But this guy is long gone. Anyways, so to avoid any very sad, very unplanned, very
Mission failed.
moments, I needed to be invincible, or at least immortal, to make sure I would be able to get to the other side. For that, I only found one way to achieve such a thing: to kill Doom.
You see, Grant pretty much replaced Doom long ago and kept him sealed in a little container for a very long time. But now he's not in his container, meaning I still have a chance to kill him and not seal him. If I do that, my soul won't have anywhere to go except in my body. So if I die, I come back, just like an undead, but not very undead. I mean, I'll die and then undie. It's literally the same thing. Am I dumb or something? Anyways, so for somebody like me who never raids, it's kinda hard to find raiding groups that are not training groups. You see, I just want to get straight to the point. We go in the underworld, kill Doom, and we come back home with immortality. Unfortunately, this is not how it works. I had to find a good guild. So I decided to reach out to a guild called the Nameless Ones, who in the future would be my main guild, but that's still pretty far from where we are right now. So I applied to that guild and got invited. This guild is, above all, a PvE-focused community. Active since Heart of Thorns, it was among the first to reach max level, with a fully upgraded guild hall. Today, it boasts 2 high-performing raid teams, a third in development, and an open training program for anyone interested. There's no pressure here, no mandatory commitment. Whether you're aiming to push the hardest content or just want to drop by for a weekly boss training, everyone is free to engage at their own pace. For some, it's a long-term home. For others, just a stop along the way. But either way, it's always a place where you're welcome. Anyways, so I chatted with the raid organizer, which I will call Bob, or Guildmaster, okay? This man is the reason you're watching this video right now. You see, when I told him I wanted to do Wing 5, instead of telling me to go F myself and never come back, he said this:
whenever you're around, depending on what people we have, Doom has specialized roles, and if we want to kill, we might want to plan ahead and have people on to cover them. Worst case scenario, I kill Doom once a week with my team as we grind down to challenge mode version, so just hop on this upcoming week and we can get you to kill.
Wait, are you telling me I can get a Doom CM kill for free? Monday 21, April 2025. 9:30 p.m. About to enter Doom's throne room in the underworld with yet no Wing 5 raiding experience and only 5 normal raid clears. I was highly stressed by my lack of DPS because of my open world build. At that time, I didn't even know how much damage I was supposed to do. I would soon understand that my DPS would soon be just a little component in an ocean of mechanics. Now let me explain what I had to do. First, we all gathered here in the corner. We had to go and kill skeletons around the map, preventing them to kill the Reapers. 1 or 2 people are getting the aggro on those messenger monsters to prevent them to cause accidents in the group, and blah blah blah. Then Doom stands up and we go to this corner. Then he does that thing that you just run away from. Then we hit the boss, and sometimes someone will have a sign over their head, meaning they carry a bomb and need to run away from group or it wipes us. Doom then goes to the middle, takes your soul away from you. You run after your soul and get it back. You hit him, blah blah blah. Oh, you get projected into the air, and now you need to get like 5 orbs and come down. You wait a little bit to get everyone, and you go to those circle things, and we hit Doom again. We go back in the air, orbs, come back, circle thing, hit Doom, kill Doom. Oh yeah, I forgot. Since it's CM, we also have a big black Doom American footballing us during all the fight, having us panic once in a while. Anyway, so Doom died that day, giving us immortality. At least for the ones that decided to put his helmet on, containing his life energy. Life energy. Life energy.
Olaf is now a threat for the mists.
Let him do it. Wait for the right time. Just like in every other timelines.
Loot.
63. This is the last collection before the grand farming sessions that awaits me. Remember when you had to feed and take general care of that baby sky skill that eventually became your most used mount out of the 9 mounts there is in the game? I kinda have to do something similar, but this time with a raven. Now I will let you guess for the next 5 seconds what's the first step in the journey to get my own little raven. No, you're very dumb, okay? I need an egg. That's all I need. I had to take upon myself the responsibility of raising a raven from egg to chick to adult, while at the same time taming the wild raven spirit I already caught. With the blessings of the Great Spirit Raven, these two are destined to join together, earning the gift of the Raven Spirit, the penultimate step to attaining the legendary Staff Nevermore. But before that, it's racing time! Racing time!
Racing time!
Bonus events are a common thing on Guild Wars 2, and if you ask me, this is the best event the game has to offer. Bonus event, Roller Beetle Racing! If you have watched my past videos, you know that I absolutely love the roller beetle, and especially racing. Now, why would one actually play this bonus event other than because it's just very fun and competitive? Well, there are a couple rewards like cosmetic, homestead recipe book that allows you to create your own beetle racing track, Tonix, but why do I do it? Because it's amazing! Alright, back at it. For this collection, I had to bring my new raven egg to many raven shrines to make sure the spirit would recognize it as the chosen one. I then prepared it for the chaos of the mist by going straight into the shadow behemoth. Because, guys, how do you think I'm supposed to traverse the mist with the raven if the raven itself has no idea how to do that? I then crafted an incubation box, a box in which I would soon place the egg. But of course, before that I needed to insulate the box. So I borrowed a spider silk for the box and a warming stone to keep it warm, you know? To give my egg a last blast of heat, I then brought him into the caldera of Mount Maelstrom. The raven chick now born, I had to feed him, so I fed him worms, fish, clams, grubs. I then crafted a little birdhouse. After that, I decided I would teach my little bird how to fly, because is it really a bird if it can fly, right? I took him behind the falls in Auric Basin, very high in the sky of Verdenbrink, Tangled, Dragonstand. I then talked to Moda, the Quick, in Olbrak. So basically I had to make my ravens socialize with other animals? Yeah, that's kinda bad.